With mountain biking, the reason I'm drawn to the downhill side of things and more of the enduro riding is because I like to feel like one wrong move will make me die.
Steep. It's technical,
natural,
it's gnarly, it's
rough.
natural. It's not benign. Out of all the places I've ridden, so in New Zealand, in Tasmania, you've been in Canada, different places, other places in the world, it's hard riding here. Like, it's not a great place for a beginner. So it's really difficult to get started in the sport.
It's intimidating
when you live here. And that was, again, one of the reasons to form this group, to provide that support to new riders, that you can guide them down some of this difficult terrain and they can feel like safe, and they've got you know people there to help if they come unstuck, and it's very challenging here.
I'm coming with you. I'm just going to do a little safety spiel. So, all right, I'll just get everyone's attention.
Hey, my name's Katie. I'm 23 and I'm from the UK. I moved to Wollongong in 2020. And during that year, I had plenty of time to explore the trails during all the restrictions. So after a while, I got pretty bored of riding on my own and not being able to progress or hit some more difficult features, because I was worried about having an accident like out in the bush or somewhere remote, and yeah, just not being safe. So when restrictions started to lift, I decided to create the Wollongong Mountain Bike Women group on Facebook, and yeah, gained a lot of traction straight away and had so many women interested in joining.
I think that the best thing about the group is when you see another chick do it, then you're like, I can do it now. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like Penny's really good at jumps, and that's definitely my weakness. And it's only through really riding with you that my jumps progress so much. Like it's because I see Penny doing it, and I'm like, okay, she's done it, and I trust her riding and her judgment.
And it's the same with tech. Like, I'm terrified of really steep tech riding. Like, I didn't learn to ride at this sort of steep stuff. Like, it's just, like I said, it's intimidating. Whereas Lisa's just,
this is where she grew up riding,
and she just right off a cliff. No joke.
Yeah.
Like, and
there's some
I'm
pretty
like,
steep, like -40 gradients that I've ridden down. Even though I'm like, wow, okay.
It's got to be a certain day you go ride it.
Yeah.
You can't just go, I'm going to go ride it today.
Yeah.
Like, me especially, like, and you know, watch Lisa's very good at the tech, so I will follow her down some steeper stuff, which I would never do alone.
Yeah.
I'd only go if Lisa's going, so we help each other.
So like, there was one week, there was a feature that I hadn't done yet, and it was this big rock roll, and I'd gone by myself to try and overcome it myself, and I would just stood at the top of this rock roll, just shaking, just going, I have to do this, I have to do this. And like some guy had lapped me a few times. And I finally built up the confidence to do it, and then just felt so embarrassed because it was so easy. And I go over this jump, and you just hear this chorus of screams and cheers and claps. At the time, I was too busy doing what I did, and it wasn't until watching back that meant more than the fact that I did it. It's the support.
You can have the beginners on that line and us on that line. Yeah.
I think mountain biking friendships are particularly special because it's not only a physically demanding sport, but a very mentally challenging sport. So when we're going through the processes of trying to hit a new feature or just struggling on that day to be at the level we're usually at, you end up getting a lot of support from each other and pushing each other to do things we wouldn't necessarily have done on our own. So it definitely brings you closer together.
It's funny because I was getting messages, oh hey,
You know,
Right.
I'm Penny, do you want to go
Wanna out for a
riding?
ride? And I'd be like, okay, no, I'm a bit busy, but there's other chicks you can ride with. So I was sort of like pushing her, only because I was busy, and I was like just pushing her away to like, oh, there's other
Meet
girls
other
you can
people.
ride, like come to our rides, our social rides, and
Which was good because I met so many other cool
Yeah.
chicks to begin with, like got to meet them and ride with
Yeah.
them more, and then
yeah, so we ended up riding more together, hanging out more, and sort of
Develop a relationship.
developed. And I
Yeah.
wasn't really looking for a relationship. And it's funny because I sort of wouldn't say I started the mountain bike group, but I sort of was the force behind doing all the social rides. And I had always sort of questioned in my mind, I wonder if people think I'm doing this to find like someone for a relationship, and I wasn't. And so it's just funny how it's played out that way. I
it was a
wasn't
fluke.
looking.
It was just a fluke.
I wasn't
Come on.
looking for another chick. I was just looking to promote women riding and getting out there and having fun and having a support group. And so it's kind of strange how just doing something I love, which was mountain biking and getting other women encouraged to ride, led into a relationship that I did not see coming, and that I'd kind of just resigned myself to be like, oh, you know what? I've been single for a bit. I don't think I'm just not going to focus on it anymore. Like, as soon as I said that, she pops into my life.
I roll in.
With a bit of force, but got there.
Yeah.
So,
Just the Taurus way, right?
Yeah. So
That's how we met, I guess. Yeah. Through
that's
bikes and
that's our story.
yeah.